Imagine a world where your soul is not a metaphysical concept, but a tangible, fragile engine that powers your very existence. You are part of a society where cores can be shattered, stolen, or upgraded, turning life into a brutal marketplace of spiritual currency. But when you discover that your own core is broken, not destroyed, but fractured in a way that defies the laws of magic, you realize that this isn't just a disability. It's a unique evolutionary path that allows you to harness energies others cannot even perceive. Welcome to Incarnate Broken Core, the second pulse-pounding, atmospheric, and deeply strategic installment in S.D. McKittrick's saga. If you love soul-crafting tropes, dark fantasy progression, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated thrill of watching a protagonist master a forbidden power through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in speculative fiction, blending the visceral chill of existential horror with the profound weight of self-discovery. The narrative kicks off with our protagonists' realization of their unique condition, thrusting them into a race against time to understand their new abilities before the core hunters track them down. The atmosphere is thick with the hum of latent mana, the static of conflicting realities, and the creeping dread of knowing that every decision could branch into a timeline where they are consumed by the void. McKittrick excels at capturing the psychological toll of living in a malleable reality, making every tactical maneuver, every resource allocation, and every narrow escape feel like a high-stakes gamble where the price of failure is not just death, but the loss of one's soul to the system. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular fractured hero trope and the brilliant metagaming dynamic. This isn't just about leveling up, it's about understanding the hidden patterns of the system, exploiting glitches in perception, and using human ingenuity to outsmart enemies who think they know your every move. Watching the protagonist reverse engineer enemy strategies, craft overpowered gear from rare drops, and completely shock arrogant elites with unconventional, trap-heavy tactics is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying, chiming ding of a massive level up to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the slaughter, the soul of Incarnate lies in its characters and the heavy burden of memory. The protagonist isn't just a cold, calculating gamer. They are a deeply human individual, struggling to maintain their humanity in a system that views them as data. They quickly form bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional found family of fellow survivors who help them navigate the treacherous waters of the new social order. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as their squad watches them casually calculate the damage output of a coordinated strike. Their unbreakable trust provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major conspiracy or a rival faction's assault forces the protagonist to push their abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unadulterated ingenuity. The protagonist doesn't just survive the assault, they completely shatter the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of skills and crafting to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a mere stepping stone. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous class in the system isn't the one with the biggest sword, it's the one who understands the rules better than anyone else. Incarnate Broken Core is a triumph of the LitRPG and fantasy genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive. S.D. McKittrick has crafted a sequel that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse with a stat sheet and a strategy guide. Plug in your headphones, check your stats, and join the climber. The system is live, but his future is bright.